This is a troubleshooting video for the hot water and heating in Kestrel Court. So the temperature is controlled by the thermostat in the hallway, so it's really easy. So if the temperature now is set at 10 Celsius, so if it's lower than that, then if the room temperature is lower than that, then the heating should come on. Now, if there is some reason why it doesn't come on, now when it does come on, the red light should go on, okay? So right now, okay, in here it's probably about 18 degrees, so if I want it to be about 20, it needs to come on, okay? So the boiler is in a room off the hallway. It's not locked. And this is the boiler, okay? So there's an on-off switch. So the first thing you want to check if there's anything wrong is maybe to turn off the on-off switch first, okay? So right now it's in the on position. So it's like a rocker switch, so you want the housekeeper or the guests to turn it on and off, okay? Now the second thing you want to do is check the water pressure. Don't look at the red arm, look at the black. So the black is on just over 1. So it should be between like where that red is, that's the minimum, and about 2 is the maximum. So you want to be within that range. And the next thing you want to check is that this dial here, there's a little metal lever, is in the 1 position. That means it's controlled by the thermostat. Okay, so you want to check, if it isn't working, you want to check that first, right? So the on-off switch, then check the pressure. Now what, and the thing is on the 1. Now what if the pressure is too low? Okay, you need to let in more water into the system, and this is done by these taps underneath the boiler. Okay, so right now this is the pipe that lets more water in, okay, and this flange is at 90 degrees to the direction, which means that should be off. It's cut off. This one is a 2-tap system. So that's allowing water to pass, and if you do the same to this one, I think you can hear the water, yeah? So make sure the person turns them off, okay? You don't want to leave it permanently on, then it'll have too much water. So to allow more water in, you need to turn both of these taps, okay? Both of these taps anti-clockwise, so that in the up position and that also in the up position, and make sure when the pressure's gone up, so you can see there it's gone up, you make sure that they stop it, okay? They need to turn it off. They have to turn it off. Ask them if they turned it off. And you don't want the pressure to be above 2. So yeah, and the pressure goes up quite quickly, yeah? So yeah, and I need to just explain to you this dial. So this boiler, this is a rotary dial. Currently, if it's in that position, it means there's no heating. The boiler does not provide any heating; it just provides hot water. Now, anywhere here, right, 1, 2, 3, 4 max is the winter mode, which means you get the heating, okay? So I would always leave it roughly in the middle, okay? This just tells you how much power the boiler gets to heat up the heating in the property, okay? So I hope that was useful.